All right, first three questions. Anybody any doubt?
No, sir.
No doubt. Okay. For up to 8. Fifth question, you have to take it as a cos theta comma b sin theta. That is root 6 cos theta comma root 6 sin theta. Find distance to origin equal to 2. You will get a trigonometric equation. You can just try to solve them. You'll get theta value. You may get 4 theta values, one each quadrant. Up to 8. Any other doubt?
No, sir.
No. Okay, section 2. First question, there are 3 parts. Anybody any doubt? Second question, there are 4 parts. Anybody any doubt? Okay, 3 or 4 in section 2. Any doubt? Section 3, anybody any doubt?
So once explain first question.
Okay. In first year straight lines, you might have done this, or even locus right in the beginning. Basically, you have a line like this. The length is fixed. There is a fixed point where from here to here distance is 8, from here to here distance is 12. So this is capital A and capital B. Let us say we have a fixed rod of length AB, so that one end always moves on x-axis, another end always moves on y-axis, and there is a fixed point P on that rod where this is 8 and this is 12, and the length of the rod is 20. As you move this point will trace some curve. Is asking what is that. You can draw one horizontal line here, one vertical line here. Take this as x comma y. This will be x and this will be y. If I take this is theta, this is theta. From this figure, cos theta is x by 12. From this figure, sin theta is y by 8. You have to eliminate theta and find relation between x and y. So x by 12 whole square plus y by 8 whole square equal to 1. So it is an ellipse.
Yes.
Okay. And in fact, this is one of the way to draw, another way to draw the ellipse, apart from the taking the 2 pins and all that. That is, I have a groove here like this, another groove like this. I have a metal rod or something where this point, will have something which can slide in this. We'll have some hinge which can slide on this. Put a hole here, put a marker. As you slide, the marker will trace ellipse. In fact, when it is completely lying flat, you can see this is 12, this is 8. When it is completely vertical, you can see this is 8 and this is 12. So when it is here, this is 12. When it is here, this is 8. This is 12, this is 8, and that is only the ellipse. Right? Yeah.
Yes.
I can do by section formula is taking a comma 0, 0 comma b, but this is easier. Okay, that's it. Anybody has any other doubts in the exercise? Okay. So after this class, I'll put up the assignment. You can submit the solutions.
Yes, sir.
Ellipse at 16 to 40. Everybody submitted, right? Assignment?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So we have to continue about the tangent and normal, those things.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yesterday, the last point is, I think, general tangent. Y
General
equal to mx.
tangent.
Yeah. That is 5th point, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 6th point. I have an ellipse. From an external point, I have drawn 2 tangents, and the slopes are m1 and m2. This is x1, y1. If the slopes of the tangent from external point to ellipse are m1 and m2. then m1 plus m2 is something, m1 into m2 is something. We are going to find what it is. If the slopes of the tangent from external point x1, y1, from external point x1, comma y1 to the ellipse are m1 and m2, then m1 plus m2, m1, m2, what it is we are going to write. Okay. So how to prove this? Take the general tangent y equal to mx plus or minus square root of a square m square plus b. Substitute y1 here, x1 here, we'll get y1 equal to mx1 plus or minus root over a square m square plus b. Bring this one this side and square it. We'll get y1 square minus 2m x1 y1 plus m square x1 square. If I square this, I'll get a square m square plus b square. If I bring everything to one side, we'll get m square into x1 square minus a square plus m into minus 2x1 y1 plus y1 square minus b square equal to 0. Okay, from this, what is sum of the roots? 2x1 y1 by x1 square minus a square. Root of the roots y1 square minus b square by x1 square minus a square. Okay, these are the two things. I'm not asking you to remember, but there can be many questions where we'll be using these repeatedly. Okay, I may not do too many questions, but in parabola chapter we are done. If sum of these two slopes is 7, what is the locus? Product of those two slopes is 9, what is the locus? Sum of the squares of these two is 9, what is the locus? Sum of the reciprocals of these two slopes is some 100, what is the locus? Based on these two, we can do all of them, right? All right. Okay, we'll just do 2-3 questions based on this. Somebody has to mute yourself there. Srikar, Sitaram, mute yourself. All right. So this is all about tangent, not so much. Okay. So let us do a few questions. From external point, two tangents are drawn from external point P. From external point P, two tangents are drawn to ellipse x square by 25 plus y square by 9 equal to 1. Having inclinations theta 1 and theta 2. Having inclinations theta 1 and theta 2. Find locus of P if cot theta 1 plus cot theta 2 is equal to 9 equal to 12. Find locus of P if cot theta 1 plus cot theta 2 equal to 12. So from an external point, you have drawn two tangents. This is x-axis. This inclination is theta 1. This inclination is theta 2. Cot theta 1 plus cot theta 2 is constant. Find the locus. Yes. Anyone want to tell the answer? What is cot theta 1 mean?
1 by m1.
Yeah, this reciprocal slope of this. This is reciprocal slope of this one. Okay, so 1 by cot theta 1 plus 1 by cot theta 2, sorry, 1 by m1 plus 1 by m2 is equal to 12. If I take LCM, I will get m1 plus m2 by m1, m2 is equal to 12. We already know some of the roots and quarter roots. I don't have to write all the working again. So this will be 2x1, y1. Denominator will cancel. Y1 square minus b square equal to 12. So xy equal to 6y square minus b square is 9. 6 9s are 54. All right, everybody got this answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next question. Find the locus of point of intersection of point of intersection of perpendicular tangents to ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Find locus of point of intersection of perpendicular tangents.
So x square plus y square equals a square plus b square.
Yes. Is there any name for this curve?
Circle.
It is circle, but something special name?
Director, sir.
Yes, it is called director circle. If you take a circle from an external point, if you draw two perpendicular tangents, the locus of that point is a concentric circle, and that is called director circle. In circles chapter, not only circles, even in ellipse and hyperbola also, from an external point, if you draw two perpendicular tangents, the locus of that point is called director circle. In parabola also, directrix can be called director circle. It is not a circle, it is a line. But director circle is not necessarily a circle. Director circle definition is locus of point of intersection of perpendicular tangents. Mostly it is circle, that's why they call it. After all, straight line can be considered as a limiting case of circle. You take a huge circle. Yeah, when radius tend to infinity and take a small part of it, practically it is a straight line. Yeah, m1 mt equal to -1, y1 square minus b square by x1 square minus a square equal to -1, y square minus b square equal to a square minus x square. When you bring one side, you will get x square plus y square equal to a square plus b square. Okay, you can write this is called director circle of the given ellipse. Just to add one sentence. Just will take product of the slopes is minus. That's all. Okay, third question. From external point, angle between tangents from external point P to ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to theta. Find the locus of P. Okay, we have an ellipse, we have an external point to draw two tangents, and the angle between them is theta. You have to find locus of this point. Equal to 1, not equal to x square by a square plus y square is equal to 1. No, is theta, sorry. Equal to 1 is theta. Sorry. Angle between tangents from axial point P to ellipse is theta. Find the locus of P. Okay, try to complete yourself, and if somebody gets the answer, tell me. What is the formula for tan theta?
Mod m1 minus m2 by 1 plus
m1 minus m2 by 1 m.
Yeah. Use that, substitute these things, and simplify it. What is M1, M2?
2x1 y1 by x1 square minus s.
M1 into M10.
y1 square
y1
minus b
square
square
minus
by
b square by x1 square minus s.
Y1 square minus b square by x1 square minus a square or a square minus x1 square?
x1 square minus s.
Okay. I can take LCM, we'll get x square plus y square minus a square plus b square whole square. Denominator is same. If I expand this 4x square y square, here I have to multiply with this here because this is square and this is without square. So I'll get 4 into x square y square minus b square x square minus a square y square plus a square y square. This and this will cancel. So tan square theta into x square plus y square minus a square plus b square whole square. Here I want to take minus 4a square b square common. It will be x square by a square plus y square by b square minus 1. It is plus 1, not minus. Plus 4a square. Okay, everybody got this answer?
Yes, sir. Sir, I got.
Yeah, that's good. Anybody want to comment on when theta is tending to 180 degrees, what happened? When theta is tending to 90 degrees, what happened?
Sir, when theta is 180, it is ellipse, sir.
When theta is 180, a given ellipse itself, because only when the point is very, very close to the ellipse, you draw two tangent, the angle between them is almost 180. So when theta is tending to 180 degrees, the locus should tend to ellipse. Yes. And
Sir,
when
what
theta
is
is 90,
another angle, sir?
90 degrees.
90 degree, it will be director circle.
Yeah. Tan square theta, send that side, it will become cot square theta, put 90, cot 90 is 0, this whole thing will be 0. You'll get this equal to 0, this is a director circle. So I told similar thing in circus chapter, parabola chapter also. So for theta, you try to find locus here. When theta is 180, you should get the curve. When theta is 90, you should get the director circle. Or in parabola chapter, we got directrix itself. If I remember correctly, in direct parabola answer is tan square theta into x plus a whole square here. And here y square minus 4a.
Yes.
Yeah. That one only, Hemant, is sent to the video, right? When theta changes, what happens in parabola, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there are two branches of hyperbola. For this also you want to try. What I want you to try is, you can even take some number. You take x square by 25 plus y square by 9 equal to 1. That is one equation. Another one is this, where theta will change. That means when theta changes, what will happen? Tan square theta, I think 0 less than theta less than pi by 2, something will put it and vary it. And what is this? X square plus y square minus, better take 16, just we'll see, 25 whole square equal to right side, what will happen? 4a square b square. Anyway, I want to take it inside. 4 also you can take inside. 4b square is 36x square. 4a square is 64y square. This is a square b square. Okay. This is plus. Minus 4 into 16 into 9. How much is that? 144 into 4. 576. Okay. So these two you can try to put it in your Desmos.
Yes, sir. Like ellipse, I already tried, sir, with general equation x square by a square. It took some this constant, some 5, and x square by 25 plus y square by 25 into 1 minus e square equals 1, and I kept e between 0 and 1.
That is giving you that, but it becomes too long that you cannot see it on the screen, right?
No, sir. Like at some point it will tend to infinity, but that is only for a short time, sir.
Yeah. Okay. You are doing in Desmos and using that screen recorder to record it, huh?
That's it, sir.
Okay.
And so after plotting that, I plotted directrix and this focus, everything in terms of E, sir, and so they are also changing along with the ellipse.
Yeah. You want to send me that?
Yes, sir, I'll send.
Okay. And this one also. Okay. Okay. This somehow one doubt is left with me. I asked many people, but nobody answered to me. I spent enough time, but so there was some problem. Let us see if anyone of you can help me. What is that? You take theta 30 degrees or 150. Same answer, na? Yes. Okay. Actually, what does it mean is, first of all, everybody completed this? Got the answer right? Okay. See, we have ellipse. From an external point, if I draw two tangents and angle is 150, the locus is some curve. I don't even know what is that. Some curve. Okay. All around everywhere there will be points where angle between the tangents is 1. But when it is 30, the point is very far where the two tangents angle is 30. So that will be some other curve little bigger than this one. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And this curve and this curve, they don't meet. They are two independent curves. Okay. This is because this is too close to ellipse and that is too far from ellipse. Okay. But both this and this combined equation is this. You can see when you square it, it is a fourth degree equation. I think it is product of two second degree equations. Maybe they are two ellipses or two circles. I don't know. So what I try to do, maybe we don't draw graphically by the Desmos. As theta changes, you may see these two curves will be, every time you will get two curves. And when theta is tending to 90 degrees, I think the two curves will match because there is no 180 minus 90. Okay. Then they will become director circle. I'm sure when theta is 90, you will get director circle. Okay. As you change from 90, you will get one curve here, one curve here. Like that you may get. In fact, if you remove this and this and put a plus or minus also, you may get some. Anyway, it's okay. What I want is, you take a square, any number you want, 16 or 25 something, b square 9 or something, and take theta 30 degrees, you'll get one equation. I want you to write it as product of two things, so that I can find this curve separately, this curve separately. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it that applies to plus or minus if I write plus will give you one curve, minus give another curve? I'm not sure about it. Okay. So in Desmos, when you try, you can try this also if you want. Remove this square and this square, put a square root here. Before square root, put plus one time, put minus one time. See what is happening in the two situations. Okay.
Sir, if you want, I can screen share now and show it, sir.
It's okay because I want to cover something. We are getting delayed. That's
Yes,
the only
sir.
reason. Other than that,
I'll send it.
yeah. So in Desmos, I think the clarity will come about what happening to plus and minus. But what is this separate equation? The separate equation, is it that plus or minus only? That I am not sure. That means they may not be ellipses. If we take 30 degrees one curve and they may not be ellipses. They have some other curves. But when you multiply, you're getting a fourth degree equation. For example, if you take x square plus 5 minus square root of y square plus 3 into x square plus 5 plus square root of y square plus 3 equal to 0. When you multiply these two, you'll get a fourth degree equation only, no? Okay. Or even if you take y power 4 here, let us say. When I multiply these two, it may be fourth degree equation. But doesn't mean this alone is a second degree equation. because we have square root and all that. So maybe it is like that. I was always thinking to get two ellipses. Maybe it is not any one of the non-parts. Okay. You are at the end of completing definite integrals, huh?
No, sir.
You just started, sir.
Definite integral just started only, yeah? Okay.
Some 3-4 days it's been going on.
Yeah. Okay then. Okay, we discussed about tangent. Let us discuss about normal now. Maybe I kept a heading, but it's okay. I'll just put another heading for normal. Very first one, equation of normal at x1 comma y1 is equation of normal at x1 comma y1. That was the standard ellipse only. Every time I don't want to write is a square x by x1 minus b square y by y1 equal to a square minus b square. How did we get this? What is equation of tangent? First of all, x1 by a square plus y1 by b square equal to 1. That is x1 equal to 0. What is the slope of tangent? Slope of tangent is minus x1 by a square and y1 by b square, which is minus b square x1 by a square y1, which I can get by calculus also. Just find derivative of the regular ellipse, we'll get slope of the tangent. Now, slope of normal is a square y1 by b square x1. Then y minus y1 equal to a square y1 by b square x1 into x minus x1. Okay, so bring this one, you'll get b square x1y minus b square x1y1, a square y1x minus a square y1x1. You can a square x1. Okay, bring this one here, this one that side. No, this one here. This is a square y1 x1. No. Yeah, this one here, this one to the other side. So a square y1x minus b square x1y is equal to, this will come this side, a square minus b square x1y1. So now when I divide with x1 y1, you will get the answer. Okay, listen, it is very important to have some idea about how the formulas are derived, so that whenever you forget also you can derive it. That is one thing. But at the same time, you should remember the formula. Not that you every day you read the formula and by heart it. You try a lot of questions, okay? You do our mains material, then IP questions. Time is there, do partial mains questions, where you will be using this formula at least in 10-20 questions. Automatically you will remember, okay? Equation of tangent is not so important because s1 equal to 0 will do it. But equation of normal, every time you want to derive it, it takes time. So remember this, a square x by x1 minus b square y by y1 equal to a square minus b square. Of course, that a square minus b square I can even write a square e square also, right? Those who completed this, next second one you write what is the equation of normal at point theta. Based on this formula you can write. Okay, everybody done with this?
Yes.
Equation of normal at theta is ax by cos theta minus by sin theta equal to a square minus b square. Okay, how did it come? A square x by the previous formula in the place of x1, substitute a cos theta. Explanation or proof, whatever you want to call it. Minus b square y by in the place of y1, I can write b sin theta equal to a square minus b square. Just cancel one a here, one b here, we'll get it. Okay, condition for line Lx plus my plus n equal to 0 to be normal to ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1 is. You try to get the condition instead of myself telling the answer. Neha, is the board clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, n is equals to b square minus a square.
LMNL doesn't play any role.
No, sir, they are dependent on x1 and y1.
Even then, what do you compare with the first normal or second normal?
First normal, sir.
Okay, and then after getting x1, y1, they should satisfy the ellipse equation, right?
So, one minute, I forgot, sir.
Okay. Third thing you have not taken it. Okay, every day you should try 15 questions. Okay. So today's homework, which I'll be discussing on Monday, is 41 to 55. After that, every day I don't have to remind next 15 questions, like that. You can go ahead and do it. Some questions may be difficult. You just read them, try them. If you don't get, I will discuss. Not a problem. Okay, if you want to get a condition, just compare with the general normal. If you compare with this, find x1, y1, put it in ellipse. If you compare with this, you'll get cos theta, sin theta, and eliminate theta. I think you should get a square by L square plus b square by m square equal to a square minus b square whole square by n square. A square by l square plus b square by m square equal to a square minus b square whole square by n square. So I want to compare this with Lx plus my by plus n, so minus n. And you divide, you will get L by a by cos theta, m by minus b by sin theta equal to minus n by a square minus b square. This will go up L cos theta by a minus m sin theta by b minus n by a square minus b square. So equate these two. Cos theta is equal to minus an by L into a square minus b square. So equate these two. Sin theta equal to bn by m into a square minus b square. Now square and add. Cos square theta plus sin square theta equal to 1. That is a square n square by L square into a square minus b square. B square n square by m square into a square minus b square equal to 1. You can take n square common and that side. You can take a square minus b square whole square common and that side. From that you will get a square by L square plus b square by m square equal to a square minus b square whole square by n square. Okay. Some questions you will be using this formula. So you have to know this formula and you have to remember it. If you don't remember, every time you have to compare with this and eliminate theta. Okay, this is a general normal, this is a given normal, just compare them and found cos and sin, square and add to get the condition. Okay, those who completed this, don't write, but just think about it. If I give a point inside the ellipse or maybe outside, how many normals of the ellipse can pass through that point? Two normals will be, okay. Everybody completed what is there on the board? Pradeep completed what is there on the board?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. By the common sense, sometimes we can go wrong. Okay. But one thing I can show you is at least there are points where 3 normals are there. I'll show you. What is that? You take some point here, draw normal. It will pass through this point. Take somewhere normal also, I'm sure it will pass through this point. And at this point, the normal is this only. At this point, the normal is this only. At this point, the normal. So if you take the point here, how many normals of the ellipse are passing through this? 3. Okay. And that is because normal here coincided. That is if I take little bit outside. I'm sure somewhere the normal will pass through this. Somewhere here the normal will pass through this. Not here, but little bit this side, the normal can pass through this. Not here, but here it will be, yeah. Somewhere here the normal can pass through this. There can be 4 points, right? In fact, if you take this, the normals are 2, but the feet of the normals are 4, because the normal here is passing to the center, normal here is passing to the center, normal here is passing to the center, normal here is passing to the center. But these two become same. But I'm sure if I take little bit off, somewhere the normal here will pass through this maybe, okay, or maybe normal here, and a little bit somewhere here or here the normal can pass, somewhere here the normal can pass, somewhere here the normal can pass maybe, okay. So anyway, figure we can say anything, but we can just get a feel that it may be 4. But one thing, parabola is a more lengthy chapter than ellipse, for the simple reason, especially if you take, there are a lot of formulas. If you draw 2 tangents, what is the point of intersection of the tangent? There is a formula. Because of that, at least we can make up some questions. You draw one tangent here, one tangent here, one tangent here. We could find this area versus this area. We could find orthocenter of this and all. Imagine similar question in ellipse, you will not be able to do it. That is, you draw 3 tangents and take these 3 points. This area of triangle, this area of triangle. There may be a relation, but it is not easy for us to find. Why? If this is theta1, this is theta2, don't have any formula for what is this point easily. Point of intersection of tangents at theta1 and theta2. Similarly this point, similarly this point. Okay. We can derive it, but it is not like, a t1, t2, comma a into t1 plus t2. Even for the simple matter, if you draw normal somewhere here, it will intersect one more point. If you ask what is that, it is not an easy question. You have to really find a normal, solve with the ellipse, and you have to do all that work, which is not going to be that easy. So we don't have any formula, and not that we have a formula there. If normal at 2 points intersects on the same ellipse, okay? If this is theta1, this is theta2, this is theta3, is there any condition? Like t1, t2 equal to 2. We don't have any such thing. Because formulas are limited, even the number of questions are limited. So ellipse is a relatively small chapter. But tangent and normal, they are there. Okay. I'm not doing all the questions, but I can give you a hint of how they can ask about the last formula that we have, let us say. For example, I have an ellipse. Okay. Draw normal at any point. It will intersect ellipse somewhere else. There is a midpoint for these two. What is the locus of that? If they ask that. I'll take midpoint as x1, y1. If you know midpoint of the chord, what is the equation of the chord formula? In circle chapter at least. Yeah, S1 equal to S11. It is true for all the 4 conic sections. Okay. So if you want normal midpoint, normal segment midpoint, what is the locus? Take that as x1, y1. Find equation of this by using S1 equal to S11. You get a line. That should be normal. For a line to be normal, just now we derived a formula, right? A square by L square plus B square by M square equal to A square minus B square whole square by N square. Use that, you'll get it. Or they can ask another question. You draw normal at some point. It intersects x-axis at A, y-axis at B. What is the midpoint of AB? What is the locus of that? You take this as x1, y1. This will be 2x1, 0. This will be 0, 2y1. This line will be x by 2x1 plus y by 2y1 equal to 1. But it should be normal to the ellipse. What is the condition? A square by L square, which is 1 by 2x1 whole square. B square by M square, which is 1 by 2y1 whole square. Equal to A square minus B square whole square by 1 square. Because L is 1 by 2x1, M is 1 by 2y1, N is 1. It is over in 2 steps only, right? Okay. I am not dictating the question, writing a solution, drawing a figure. I am just telling you how to do it. Okay. So it is not necessary for me that I have to do, if I just tell orally also, you should be able to remember. Okay. If you can remember a lot of things, if I tell orally, I can cover more than I dictate it and you write it. Okay. So they can ask many such things. Okay. For example, you can make up. Sorry, there is no end. You draw normal at any point. It is meeting x-axis at A, y-axis at B. Complete this rectangle with x and y-axis. This is P. What is the locus of this point? They can ask that. Take this as x1, y1. That is this point, x1, 0. This point is 0, y1. What is this line equation? X by x1 plus y by y1 equal to 1. And what it should be? Normal. For a line to be normal, you have condition. It is almost like this. 2 is not there. You'll get 2 is not there. That's the answer. Okay. So, locus questions, first time in the circles when you came across, first time they may be difficult. But now they are very silly. Fatapat you can do it. Okay. But you have to practice. When you practice enough questions, you will find they are actually very simple. Whatever I asked just now, they can ask about tangent also. For example, there is an ellipse. Draw any tangent to ellipse. It is meeting x-axis at A, y-axis at B. Find the locus of midpoint. Take midpoint as x1, y1. Find this point, find this point, find the equation of the line. Apply condition for tangent. Okay, right? Again, they can ask, complete this rectangle. What is the locus of this? Or they can tell, I have an ellipse. I have a circle. Some chord of the ellipse is touching the tangent ellipse. Sorry, some chord of the circle is touching the ellipse. For the circle, you draw tangent here. What is the locus of this? A tangent to ellipse is intersecting the circle at 2 points. At those 2 points, you draw tangent. What is the locus of that point? Simple. You take that as x1, y1. What is this line? S1 equal to 0 with respect to circle, right? Chord of contact. Okay, now we got a line. Now, for a line to be tangent to ellipse, what is the condition? N square equal to A square into L square plus B square into M square. Use that, you will get it. But they can ask reverse. Let us say I have ellipse and circle like this. A tangent to circle is intersecting ellipse at 2 points and you draw tangents there, they will meet at 1 point. What is the locus of that? Take that point as x1, y1. Find s1 equal to 0 with respect to ellipse. And that should be tangent to one circle. For a line to be tangent to circle from the center, perpendicular distance equal to radius. Okay, these kind of things I don't have to dictate and do too many questions. I'm just giving idea. You can do it. Okay, they can get they can put circle and ellipse. Ellipse and parabola. They can say some tangent to ellipse is intersecting the parabola at 2 points. There you draw tangent. What is the locus of this point? A tangent to ellipse intersecting parabola at 2 points. There you draw tangent. What is the locus of this? Take that as x1, y1. With respect to parabola, what is this line? S1 equal to 0. y1 equal to 2ax plus 2ax1. What it should be? It should be tangent to ellipse. For a line to be tangent to ellipse, what is the condition? N square equal to a square L square plus b square m square. Where a is x, L is x coefficient, m is y coefficient, and n is this if you bring one square. Okay. And that is one thing. They can even ask about common tangent. Like in parabola, like, okay, now they can give 2 ellipses to you, one vertical, one horizontal, okay, or one like this ellipse, one is little more like this ellipse. They can have common tangent, okay. One ellipse like this, they can have common tangent. One ellipse and one parabola, there, okay, parabola like this, there can be a common tangent. One ellipse and one circle, they can have a common tangent. Whenever they want common tangent to 2 curves, very simple. Find the general tangent to first curve, general tangent to second curve, and equate the constant. For example, if they give a circle, y equal to mx plus r minus r into root 1 plus m square. If they give parabola, y equal to mx plus a by m. If they give ellipse, y equal to mx plus r minus root over a square m square plus b square. Okay. If they give ellipse and ellipse, just equate this part to the 2 ellipses. If they give one circle and ellipse, equate this to this, you'll find m value. If they give a parabola and ellipse, you can equate these two and find the m value. Okay. Anyway, tomorrow, that is next class, I may do some questions based on what I told orally. But I want you to try, even though Monday exam, I may not be giving from 41 to 55. I said Monday exam portion is ellipse 1 to 40 and IP first exercise, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But I want you to complete 41 to 55, okay, by Monday. All right. Your exam is Sunday, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. So by Monday morning, after exam you try, before exam you try, I don't care. But by Monday morning, you should complete 41 to 55 in mains, and we'll discuss doubts. All right? Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.